Remember where you got it from. www.djericom.com.
Esenta tungira zimaro mumwenge nanywa mujune kabebere kandi kikitusubire kabebere kandi kikitusubire ekiye kenjara kinuka museja ekiye kenjara kinuka museja Chigamba huni chintera ndati omusaija wanka hatagambwa hogu abana nibachuro bunabinga mugende azara bachi batalole mujune kabebere kandi kikitusubire kabebere kandi kikitusubire ekiye kenjera kinoka museja ekiye kenjera kinoka museja ekiye kenjera kinoka museja
sana kuwaona mumependeza. You guys look amazing. Like first look around. Bunyoro bagambe motoro wanzi magamaga morole mukataitu. Nemuzoka kurungi. You look great musemire and muhesize omukorogoitu ekitinisa mwebale kusemera. Atenyi son tugenda kutunga ninja kubasaba twemere tutunge bizina by'amahanga ebihanga.
Yeah. So let's all stand up for the anthems.
You see by the dawn's early light, we're so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you so much. We appreciate that.
mukama sito mbabazi enyenye tukusiima kiro kinu oba otusoloka ni twena mu kiro kinu tukusiima aba buli muntu wena ali mu kikaro kinu ninkusiima bwe mbabazi zaawe abo abantu bona borubasize kuruga mu mahanga aga buli mulingo kubanza kwa byona abarubasire kuruga Uganda abarugire Kitebe Bunyoro Kitara mukama ranga sito ninkusiima kubanza kwa byona abo mukama na Queen nabona bakwana bakikikoke nitukusiima muno abo bona abayiziro mwebaralie nitukusiima bwe mbabazi zaawe obali basise kurungi enyenyi zone ze bari batire mu kujja kweka hanu ebiro bene bamazire hanu nebibaramara hanu obukwenda baresere kuruga omu mukama waitu mukama rwanga isitwe nitukusiima abo mbabazi zaawe obali basise kurungi nitukusiima abo mukama waitu abo akwini omugo habo bomezi bo bahayire abana babo abekikabona nabona abo mukikali n'abantu bona abayiziro mu kikaro kinu rwanga ninkusiima abona abatekaniza omukoro guno abatekanize Bunyoro Kitara bona abatanikire ekitebe kinu mukama ranga bono bahomugisa bona bakwatanize hamwe naitwe bona batwegaisireho mukama ranga bahomugisa omukasumi kanu ninyongera kusabira buli muntu wena abatwegaisireho abo mahanga agembaganiza betule batugambire haro abagenzi baitu abanyarwanda abaganda abatoro mukama ranga bono bahomugisa nitukusiima bona batekanize byo kulya bitukujja kulya bona mukama ranga isiro bahomugisa emikono egicyumbire bona abaheriye sente bona basaba contributing omuli mulingo gwona mukama ranga isiro bahomugisa omukuma kasumi kanu omukoro gwe nugenda mu maiso otwomugisa itwena nitutaha abakujja abakurara hanu bono balinde abaraba ni mataha bono bebembere kandi omukoro gwe nigukyeyongerayo niguhwekero kyanyenkya nitunirangi twena twalwa tuli omezi kandi tutaye tuli obusinge mukama asabire bitoyito batu ninkusiima webale era byonna mbisaba webale mwana Yesu Kristo mukama waitu amina.
That's fine too.
Mwektinisa Philip Katahoire webale muno kwija atwoge. Then twina aba MPs aba Bunyoro behayiriyo bagamba bojenyu katwimukire munaitu ekintu kitatuleka. So we want you please to stand up.
Hope your manifesto is centered on helping the people. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Atwoki.
I also want to recognize Jan Duplain. She is the president and CEO of Duplain Global Services. She's known for coordinating Passport DC.
Wow. Obugaro.
We're very happy to have you. Uganda has for so many years participated in Passport DC. It's like the one-stop world center for different embassies from all over the world promoting culture. And we, Uganda, have participated in that. Thank you so much for the amazing program.
Any more guests that working to recognize, or that's all for now?
That's all for now.
Okay.
Everyone is distinguished and we're very happy to have you all.
And it's so good to know that we have someone standing who is standing as the president of Nigeria. Prince, I really want to say
Thank you so much.
you're most welcome. And I know the battle you're going for. Nigeria is really a nice country, I would say. We've
Right.
learned a lot from it. It has many good things. It has good music. It has good movies. We grew up watching Nigerian movies. It's very good at everything. It's also very good at juju. Yeah, that one we know. We know that. So we hope you improve everything. But not the corruption,
No, there
Thank
is
you
no
so much.
corruption. There is no juju tonight.
Right. Yeah, and so right about now we're going to recognize, to welcome our next speaker, who is going to be the representative of Buganda Kingdom, who is here with us today. Owekitiibwa Moses Mayanja, you're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. Ambassador Stella, Santa Kinyera, I'm sorry, Omuhikira Witu, honorable ministers from Bunyoro, honorable members of parliament, all dignitaries, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, due to time restraint, protocol observed, but I will have also to welcome the future president of Nigeria, Prince Adebayo. My name's Engineer Moses Gai Mayanja. I am the Kabaka's representative for the Pacific Northwest, which covers the states of Washington, Idaho, Alaska, and Oregon. So I'm a Saza chief up there. I'm very glad to be with you today, but I didn't travel alone. I'm with my better half. My wife can wave to you. My wife Rose is here. And being here, I'm actually here to stand in for the, due to protocol, the Kabaka's representative in this area, who is Owekitiibwa Margaret Muwonge. All the locals should know her. She couldn't be here with us because of a conflict in her schedule, but she sent me a written, small written message, which I'm gonna read to you. But first, before I do that, I want to thank the organizers for putting up such a very fabulous event. Being the first time, I think you've done very, very well. So I bring you warm greetings from the Kabaka of Buganda and the subjects of the Kabaka. We wish you the best. As you know, our relationship we've had, it's not only brotherly, but it's a very good relationship. I myself am a proud offspring of the Bunyoro. You all know the UPC stalwart John Kakonge.
Your Excellencies, permit me to send greetings to Royal Majesty, the head of the kingdom, in whose name and authority we gather here. I speak to you in two capacities. I speak to you as a Nigerian, your brother, who's from the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And I speak to you as a prince of the Ondo Kingdom, and I can only speak with the authority of His Majesty, the Oshimawe of Ondo Kingdom. I send greetings to you. I am very pleased and very proud that the dual heritage of the Uganda people wishes to celebrate the Republic, I think the Fourth Republic, and also to remember that before the white people came, there was a country and there was a culture. And we remember the heritage of our ancestors. I am very impressed that far away in Washington, D.C., you have been able to celebrate this tradition, and it will encourage other African countries with similar traditions to also be proud of it. I pray that our children and grandchildren will be proud of Uganda as they are proud of the kingdoms. I thank you. I know how it is done. This is done for the country and for God Almighty. I think he said, if I remember when we were in school, they used to teach us, I don't know if it's Kwamugu Nashijango. I think that was the way we were taught when we were being taught about various countries. I think that's how Uganda used to say it. So I'm grateful to you for the opportunity, and I wish Uganda well. I wish Africa well. Thank you very much.
Okay. The runner-up, as you can see, she's looking like a bride. This lady right here, come over. Yes, runner-up. This is our number 2. Yeah. Oh my God. DJ, our song. Model for us, please. Yes, and yes, as you can, men have been judging us for a long time. You see, beauty pays. Beauty pays. So, the first winner, you do get a gift of 2 nights stay at Serena in Tebe. So, congratulations. Beauty pays, beauty pays, beauty pays. Well, when you see us in a mirror for 2 hours getting ready, yeah. And then the second winner, you get, that's for 2 nights stay for 2. So whoever you...
We have, the interesting part is the material itself comes from a ficus, and it grows from, in most parts of Uganda, but the mallets grow in different parts of the country. Okay, you mentioned it comes from Bunyoro, but Budongo forest. Let me tell you about the value chain of bark cloth and how it can empower our country. And we can even forget the oil. It comes from the bark of a tree. It's renewable, and it can give you the bark for more than 100 years. You peel it off, it regenerates. It can grow in most parts of Uganda. In the value chain, these mallets you see are made from different trees. And these trees do not grow in Buganda as the ficus grows there. We have Nchiraga that comes from Bunyoro and Toro. We have Akaremanjovu that comes from Western Uganda. The only mallet making tree from Buganda is Enzo. And when UNESCO decided that Ugandan bark cloth must be protected and preserved, and why some of us had to bring in our wiring system as artists. By the way, I'm an artist. My name is Fred Mutebi. I'm a board member, UNCC, Uganda National Cultural Center, representing the visual, the silent domain. We are not talkers, we are workers. So what I'm saying is that bark cloth revitalization, we call it Ugandan bark cloth, not Bunyoro, not Buganda, not wherever. So we want to make it a Ugandan thing, and this is our mission. And we want to make sure that we move it from mere tradition to economics.
Please don't Google. Please don't Google. Please turn your phones off. Please. No. Please. Next question is...
How many masaza or counties did Bunyoro Kitara have in the 1900s before being disintegrated by the British? Answer 1, 25, 30, 10, and 15.
Masaza or counties. How many counties were there? Now, history. How many counties were there? Before, in the 1900s, see?
Buhimba, Musaija mkuru.
Are we all good? Afande okopesa, afande okopesa. Afande, you need to see Awoli Diana and donate $20 to Bella Smiles. Okopesa. Awoli Diana, where are you? Just raise your hand if you're close. Where is Awoli Diana? Yes, Awoli Diana. Akiki has to give you $20. Akopesa. Next question. Okay, please. Let's take it back. Ewas.
Everybody's doing everything. They don't have to be 10 questions.
So please, someone is going to collect the papers on the tables, and the winning table will get a gift once we review all the answers. Yetomkur.
Are we done with the questions?
Yes, Florence.
Okay, so that's the end. That's the end of the questions.
Nyamwijumbi D. Baksimbi.
Baksimba. Hey, Baksimba. A. Amakondere. B. Runyege. C. Nyamijumbi and D. Baksimba. Let's go to the next question. Okay.
What do we call the music that expresses the traditions, customs, beliefs, and stories of a community? A. Rap. B. R&B. C is customary. D is customary. C is folklore something.
Folklore. Okay, so those are the questions. Let's go to the next question. Let's see. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, yeah. What is his name? He is known for this gospel hit song. Ebirungi bikwija.
Who sang that song? Are we good? Do we know the name? Please put the name of the artist. And DJ, I think you have that song, right? Ebirungi bikwija. Can you play it and hear it? Yes.
What is the name of the artist? We need to hear it.
Yes. Let's go ahead. It's a very beautiful song. Okay?
Next question is the gentleman on the screen. Can we see him, please? Next
question, operator.
Okay, we can go to the next.
You have it? You can read it.
It has a picture. So let's look at the food.
Oh, is that the one?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's that one. Born in Masindi. What is the name of this artist? A.
Romeo Apuli. B. Atenyi Romeo, Atoki Romeo, and then Romeo Akiki.
Okay, first give us a song for that gentleman. One song, DJ.
Let's go to the next. Thank you so much, DJ. Otandage. Tugende on the next item,
let's
please.
Let's go ahead. Ebyo bintu byonna twege tubiplaningire kurungi kyonka tukubirabamu akaspeed abo bwire mulingo bufiirege, so you can see that we had put a lot together, but yeah. Okay. Next.
The next, we'll see an instrument on the screen. We just want to know what is the name of that instrument called.
What is the name of that instrument? A.
Engalabi.
B.
Ensegu. Entimbo. Engoma.
Okay.
Ninyowe Adieri. Good evening, everyone. Again, Ninyowe Adieri, Precious, Baba Zibia Kutaga. Shout out to Mommy. Hi. I hope you're having a lovely evening once again. We prepared a small play for you all tonight. It's the famous story about Chintu and his sons, so it should be fun. I want to thank the cast, who are actually not natural-born actors. They decided to commit and put all their in this. So I want to thank them. Elijah Babubuma, Eria Babubuma, Gonza Lulika, Kayla Kobutunji, and John Bugembe. Thank you for allowing to participate in this. I also want to thank Aboki Pius Bugembe, who wrote it, Adieri Cleo Semakula, who was helping us arrange it. So thank you all. Yeah, without further ado, we are ready. So.
You can make.
Kana, Kana, Kana. Come here.
That's okay.
It is you that I wanted. And why is it that you are always eating? Go tell the herdsmen that they need to give the cows their salt today. All of you, go. I am sick and tired of calling one of my children and all of them show up. I need to find a solution. How do I find a solution?
Ask Ruhanga. He will know what to do.
Ruhanga's rarest blessing is a good woman. You are a good woman, my queen, for this is a very good idea. I will call on Ruhanga.
Thank you, my dear husband. He will provide.
Ruhanga, Ruhanga. Ruhanga, Ruhanga. My maker, Ruhanga, Ruhanga.
I gave you those balls. As much as you may think they are yours, they are mine. I will solve your predicament. Pay attention to these instructions as they are. My son, I heard you. I gave you those boys. As much as you may think they are yours, they are mine. I will solve your predicament. Pay attention to these instructions as they are vital for naming your children, my boys. Follow the instructions properly, or else you might catch an incurable disease. After the boys have eaten their dinner, instruct them to come to you. Ask the boys to sit with their legs together and stretched on the ground. Hand each boy a full wooden milk pot. Tell them, for each one to receive his name and role in society, one must hold the wooden milk pot all night without spilling the milk. By morning, we shall determine who will be who. What to name these boys? I will give you the names in your dream the night of this exercise. Have you understood?
Yes, Ruhanga, I have understood. I will do as instructed.
Good. Very good then. By the way, watch out. There are people who do not want you to be their king. I'll talk about that to you another day. No headaches.
Have you eaten well, my children?
Yes,
mother.
We ate a kara and a subway.
That is good, my handsome children. Your father has something to tell you that is very important.
Kana, Kana, and Iwe Kana, go to the yard and each of you bring back a full wooden milk pot. My children, tonight is not the night to drink the milk, but it is a night for a test for each of you to receive your name and role in our land. Now, carefully take a wooden milk pot and sit down on the ground with your legs stretched out. Now carefully place the wooden milk pot in your lap. You will need to stay awake, lest you fall asleep and your milk pot spills and seals your fate. You will need to stay awake all night and keep the milk pots full until the morning. Have you understood?
Yes,
we have,
understand,
your Lord.
This is This is easy. I will win.
Still going. You, the sleeper, do not brag. Let the war begin.
Shut up, you little rag.
We shall see about that. Please help. Share with me some milk of yours. I have poured mine.
I told you, I'm not giving you any of mine.
He's our young brother. Let us help him.
Oh no, my milk is poured. Please help me.
I cannot help you, for I will have none left.
You sleep. You are so wicked. Why did you do this to me?
Forgive yourself. You will be all
You, what is your luck or fate?
The little one poured his milk. So me and my brother gave him some of our milk. And then I fell asleep and poured mine.
Because you have no milk left in your milk pot, you shall be called Kairu. And because you love food so much, you shall be a peasant. Your name is Kairu from now on. You, what is your luck or fate?
When the little one spilled his milk, I shared half of mine. I am so sorry.
Because you have some milk left in your milk pot, you will be called Kahuma. You will tend to the animals for the rest of your life. You, what is your luck or fate?
As you can possibly invisibly see, I have my milk pot full.
Great! Because your milk pot is full, you will be called Kakama. You will be the leader of our land. Kairu and Kahuma will cater to all your needs. Hati Mugende Muhumule.
He was born blessed.
I don't speak with that. That's it. Did you see that? Can we have more hands of applause?
By coming here alone, he has already invited us to visit him. So we shall be having a link in Nigeria also. UK, everybody, even in America. So my job is very simple. Waito Mikirwa. As I was sent to perform your duties of the Mukama here in the diaspora, I want to take the honor to invite you to address our very smart, elegant visitors tonight. Thank you.
Webali muno wekitinisa Philip Katahoire omugato akabumba. Webali muno wekitinisa Philip Katahoire omugatwa wakabumba wensonga ezaheru ya Bunyoro abagambirizi b'omukoro tubasimire. Your Excellency, the Ambassador, Chairperson of Bunyoro Kitara International, Florence Baitwa Atenyi, abebembezi bebitebe byona bya Bunyoro Kitara, aheru ya Bunyoro, tubatangirire, mugato wa kabumba, Rekitinisa Philip Katahoire, Mkurasi w'urukuratu rwaitu rukuru Rekitinisa Stewart Mwesigwa, abakurasi baitu aba Bunyoro b'urukuratu rw'ihanga Rekitinisa Tinkasimire Atenyi, Rekitinisa Josephat Tumwesige, hamuno Rekitinisa Raitaza Asera, abagenyi baitu, our dear guests, the future president of Nigeria, together with the coordinator of culture in the embassies, all our distinguished guests, Wesaza, Wakabaka, Tukwaniriza Sebo, all our distinguished guests, our dear children, who have performed very well this evening. Our friends, all our friends from wherever you've come from, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I warmly welcome you all to this convention. And particularly, I wish to congratulate the organizers for this wonderful arrangement of uniting us, uniting so many Bunyoro from all over the world, for bringing us together to plan and contribute to the growth and development of our motherland, Kitara Kingdom, and for bringing us together to celebrate our culture today. Can we really clap for ourselves? Kabumba asingire omugagwa gwaine abana b'engoma bali kurungi kandi nekikali kichuraine, literally that the king is seated on his throne, the omugo or the queen is enjoying herself, the children of the king, the royal children, are okay, and the palace is calm. Before I go on with this speech, I would like to thank you, really. I want to thank you first for organizing this first Bunyoro convention here in the USA and in the diaspora. This is a big, big achievement, and it gives me great honor to be the first Omuhikirwa to witness this kind of arrangement. We are really very, very grateful. But you know, this kind of arrangement cannot really materialize or succeed without some few errors. For instance, we sang the anthem so well, but according to the bylaw by the Orukurato of Bunyoro Kitara Kingdom, we were supposed to sing only 2 stanzas. We sing 3 stanzas when the king is when we are in the presence of the king. So we should have sung 2 stanzas because the prime minister is around, and when the prime minister is not around, when Philip is around, only 1 stanza. Just before I go ahead, I'd just like to give you a brief on the structure of the kingdom of Bunyoro Kitara. His Royal Highness the King is the supreme leader of the kingdom. And in the palace, you have the Mugo, or the queen. You have Okwiri. Okwiri is the head of the Babito clan. Batebe, the head of the princesses. Then you have the head of Regalia, Omukuru Ebikwato. You have Omugema, who is in charge of the burial grounds. Then the king also has a principal private secretary. And these are all under the king's office. The king has a royal commission, which is a committee of distinguished elders who are the advisors to the king and also supervise the administration of the kingdom. The kingdom has a parliament, which is called Orukurato, responsible for legislation and an oversight role with a representative from every sub-county of the kingdom. Then the cabinet, which is headed by the prime minister as the chief executive and the accounting officer. We have an administration secretariat for day-to-day running of the kingdom, and this is headed by the chief administrative secretary. So in 2017, the king decided to have a transformation process of the way the kingdom business is run. He set up this royal commission to advise him on that process, and also set up a management task force to organize on the planning for the 30-year program, which was called the Bunyoro Development Agenda 2050. So in 2018, he appointed me and the cabinet to implement this 30-year agenda, and we came up with a strategic plan. And what he told us was that he wanted us to align our activities with other development programs which are taking place in the region and also in the entire world. And he told us that in 30 years, I want a prosperous and great Bunyoro Kitara kingdom. And that is his vision. And he said, we have to do this by enthusing the people of Bunyoro Kitara kingdom to pursue a holistic, high quality of life. And so we came up with a plan. Over there you see the map, our strategic plan, the map for the strategic plan. And we realized that there were 4 main areas which were affecting the kingdom. And one of the areas was the organizational capacity. So what did we have to do to the organizational capacity? One of the things was to develop and improve knowledge and skills and abilities of the people who work in the kingdom. That the people, the staff, members of staff, have got to have knowledge, they've got to have skills and abilities. And so we had to set up a secretariat with technical staff. This was not there before. And the technical staff had to be knowledgeable in the things and the work they were really carrying out. And all this was going to be done because we realized one factor. Bunyoro Kitara Kingdom being a cultural institution with a main mandate of promoting and preserving culture, we realized that we couldn't do this without the king's subjects improving on the quality of life. The people's lives have got to, their quality of life has got to be improved. If the quality of life is not improved, there's no way we would promote the culture or preserve it. And therefore we had to do all these things bearing that in mind. And therefore this secretariat has to do a number of things so that we achieve that goal. The other one was governance. How is the kingdom governed? Are the roles clearly defined for each of these leadership organs? Does everyone know what they're supposed to do? A few months ago, we had some challenges where some of the leaders thought they had to perform certain roles. And this is one of the areas we're working on. The third issue under organizational capacity was the infrastructure, to develop the infrastructure of the kingdom. And we have done this by renovating the King's Palace, by furnishing it, and ensuring that it is in a good state to house our king with dignity and safety. The other one is about the internal processes. Internal processes are very important because this is what determines how we do the work, how duties or roles are supposed to be performed. So the quality of BKK services and products is very important, and therefore we had to create systems, policies, procedures, and guidelines, and we're doing this by also ensuring that we have modern systems to ensure that these are really performed very well. Under internal processes, we promote culture. We do this by engaging all stakeholders, like the religious leaders and the youth. And we have also gone ahead to document our history. This is very important because we know that a lot of history is orally passed on, and that's what has been the practice before. But we have decided that we have to document our history. And this year, we started on documenting all the cultural sites. There are over 100 cultural sites. We document them, and we have plans of renovating them so that they become very modern and also attract tourism. Under promoting culture, every year we celebrate the coronation anniversary. Yesterday, during the activities we had, Philip made a very good presentation about the coronation anniversary, which is Mpango. We celebrate it every 11th of June, every year. He talked very nice things about the Mpango. I'm not going to repeat them here, but it is a very memorable occasion. And for those of you who have not been to this celebration, please make sure you come and experience it. Actually, it used to take 9 days in the past, but because of financial constraints and these days it takes only 4 days. So this is one of the areas really where we think we do very well in promoting the culture. The other one is strengthening partnerships. The biggest partner being the government of Uganda, and we are very glad that the president appointed one of the Bunyoro to be prime minister in Uganda. That's right, Honorable Nabanja. That has gone a long way in strengthening our partnership with government. And we have many other partnerships, and we signed MOUs with a number of partners and friends who have helped us achieve a number of our goals. Improving management of natural resources, we are generating a land register. Bunyoro Kitara Kingdom is the biggest landlord in Bunyoro, and so we have to ensure that we have a land register, that we can account for all the land and know how it is being used and ensure that it is used properly. We are developing a land policy, and this will come out very soon, before the end of this year. And we have done MOUs with a lot of institutions which are helping us to restore our environment in the region, like planting trees and managing our rivers and lakes. The other issue which we realized was a very big challenge for the kingdom was Bunyoro Kitara Kingdom financial stewardship. How do we grow financial resources? How do we make sure that the resources increase? And also, that the resources we get are utilized very well and are accounted for very well. So we started the planning process, budgeting, and strict adherence to budgets. We appointed auditors so that we have annual audited accounts. All this is to ensure that there is financial stewardship. And under financial stewardship, we also ensure that we increase community wealth so that the communities, and we've been doing this by conducting financial literacy campaigns so that people learn how to make money, how to keep the money, and how to multiply the money they get. We're doing this in a partnership with the Equity Bank, a very big bank in East Africa. The Uganda breweries supporting us on this. Uganda Coffee Development Authority are able to support us. Then, of course, the main thing is about Bunyoro Kitara Kingdom community. Because as I've told you, that for us to be able to promote and preserve our culture, we've got to ensure that the community is well off. And we're doing this by improving the quality of life. We've signed MOUs with the Ministry of Health and other partners. We've partnered with the Chinese National Oil Company, where we've trained a number of people. They have helped us to train our young people to acquire driving skills, to drive heavy goods vehicles. And we have trained over 100 by now. And improving quality of life, the Kingdom introduced a scholarship fund. And last year we injected 100 million. And this we shall be doing it annually so that we sponsor 20 students who have finished A-levels and are joining the university. And we have selected areas which we think are very pertinent to the Kingdom's development, areas in human medicine, agriculture, surveying, law, and pharmacology. So we are also offered 10 scholarships by Victoria University and another university called African Rural University, which has offered 5 scholarships to only women. And this is based in Kagadi. So we are very grateful to these people who have supported us in ensuring that, because we have had donations from people for this scholarship fund. And we want to call upon the people in the diaspora to support this fund so that it grows and so that we can support many more of our children. Bunyoro Kitara Kingdom partnered with Gulu University to provide affordable university education to the children in Bunyoro. By the way, only 0.8% of children above 18 years have a university degree in Bunyoro. And the Bunyoro region has been the only region in Uganda which did not have a university, public university. So fortunately, together with our members of parliament, we appealed to the President of Uganda, and a public university has been granted. And this month, starting this month, a task force was appointed, which is going to start the planning of this university. And we hope in about 2 years, the University of Bunyoro will start. So we are very grateful to the President for this. So the other thing, of course, we do is to mobilize the Bunyoro to embrace government programs. There are a lot of government programs which are coming up to improve on the livelihoods of our people, like the parish development model. So we mobilize people to ensure that they embrace these government programs. So there are priority areas which we need to emphasize, like education in Bunyoro, supporting and mobilizing Abanyoro to educate children to join the university, to mobilize resources to expand the scholarship fund. I mean, we are having a public university coming up, but if we do not mobilize our people, this university may be a white elephant. So we need to mobilize our people. Number 2 is reaching out to partners and friends of BKK to support these initiatives which we have been coming up with. Number 3, strengthening and streamlining our internal processes to ensure that that these processes continue functioning and working properly to deliver on our mandate. Number 4, continue to sensitize Bunyoro on the benefits accruing from oil and gas developments. Currently, government has signed a final investment decision with investors, and over $15 billion is going to be invested in the Bunyoro region to develop the oil and gas resources. So it's very important for us to mobilize our people to benefit from these resources. And possibly for some of the investors here, during the exploration phase, which ended in 2006, $3.5 billion was invested in this region for exploration purposes. And about $1 billion is what was earned by companies working in Uganda. Now, when we look at $15 billion, which is going to be invested in the exploration phase, if you take the same ratio, about 6 billion shillings, 15 to 20 billion, so about 6 billion shillings will be retained by companies in Uganda. And we want a lot of that 6 billion to remain in Bunyoro. And it's possible, as Philip would say. So we need to continue working on this, mobilizing the Bunyoro, mobilizing the friends of the Bunyoro to come and invest in the Bunyoro. Bunyoro is going to be the next investment destination in a few years. The other one, of course, is mobilizing Bunyoro at home and in the diaspora to support kingdom activities, especially promoting our culture, engeso, orulimi, kandi, nokila muno abasigazi, or the youth. As we say, emitiento niyerinde kibira. If we don't tell the youth about our culture, then the future is not going to be very interesting for us. Number 6, in 2023, that's next year, we shall be celebrating 100 years since the demise of Omukama Kabalega. We remember King Kabalega for uniting Bunyoro, because he became king when he was only 16 years old. How many of you are 16 years here? Possibly, okay. How many of you have 16-year-olds? I imagine you are possibly hiding your car keys from them and stuff like that. But at 16, Kabalega became king. He united Bunyoro, because Bunyoro was fragmented at that time by warlords. The brothers, the other princes had taken over some of the areas. So when he became king, he united Bunyoro. Unfortunately, he did it by killing all the other rivals there. But that's when Bunyoro really became united in that period. And he also introduced trade. There was a lot of trade in salt, in ivory, and many other things. Introduced trade and farming. Actually, in Paro, where he's buried now, that was a very huge market in Bunyoro. Of course, the third thing was he refused to betray his kingdom. Because when the colonialists came, King Mwanga wrote to him and told him, you know what? Sent him a message and told him, let us join these people. Let us unite with these people. He said, no, I have promised my people that I'm not going to betray them. And I'm not going to give up. We shall fight up to the last man. And that's what happened. Exactly. So we remember him for that, for creating our nation, Bunyoro, for introducing trade. Actually, Bunyoro was flourishing so much to the envy of some neighbors and also the colonialists, and then refusing to betray his kingdom. How many of us can do that? And that's why we remember him, and that's why we're going to celebrate these 100 years since his demise. we want to put up memorials like what we have seen here in Washington for Lincoln, for Martin Luther Jr., and the others who did great things for this nation. We should do that also for our heroes. Of course, there are a number of challenges in this transformation. We've had to deal with change management, a very huge problem. Because of a lot of challenges we have to do with low incomes and so on and so forth, you find that people have a lot of expectations from the kingdom. Some of them do not make a difference between the kingdom and the government. And so we've had to grapple with that. And managing expectations, land management has been a challenge because of the oil and gas developments taking place. A lot of people are coming into, a lot of speculators come in, and therefore land management has been a problem. But how can we solve this? Omukama and Obukama are a uniting factor for the people of Bunyoro. You can imagine how far we've come. Tens of thousands of miles to come here and be together as Bunyoro and being united by our kingdom. Very, very important. And so we should continue doing that because this is what we do to provide hope. When you're a leader, you provide hope for your people. People look up to you and know that you're going to solve their problems. And we have to continue doing that. We have to continue showing the kingdom being a symbol of our culture, which gives us our identity. And we have to work together with all the leaders and have one voice on all the challenges we have as Bunyoro Kitara. I don't want to take a lot of time. At this point, I would like to appreciate Bunyoro Kitara International for organizing this first ever Bunyoro Kitara convention. We are really... And I would like to thank the organizing committee for all the events which have been very, very well coordinated. We are very, very, very grateful. Would like to thank Bunyoro Kitara Development Association team from UK, which has also supported this initiative. We would like to thank our honorable members of parliament who have also traveled very far all the way. They used their own money and to come and be able to be with us. We're very grateful. I would like to thank my colleagues from Bunyoro Kitara Kingdom who have supported this initiative since it started, and they really, we are very grateful to you as well. The Uganda Embassy for loaning us a number of items which are on display here, and for even offering to support, continue supporting this effort. We are very, very grateful. We'd like to thank the Uganda UNA, who have also supported this function. We'd like to thank the sponsors, all the sponsors for this convention. We are very grateful. We'd like to thank all of you from the different parts of the world, and also the children. Our children have done a lot, and this is the way to go. We need to keep supporting them. We need to keep involving them in these activities so that they can able to take on this task and take over from us. Bunyoro Kitara Kingdom shall forever be indebted to you all. And as the Chinese say, I would like to repeat this, that a journey of 1,000 miles starts with just one step. And this one step we've made will be a great stride in the development of Bunyoro Kitara Kingdom. Hangiriza Gutamba, hangiriza Mwebingwa, hangiriza Nkyanungi. There are some pictures which I would like to share with you on the projector. I don't know who's operating the projector. Yep, kindly roll. Okay, that is the king of Bunyoro Kitara Kingdom, Dr. Solomon Gafabu Saiguru, the first seated on the royal throne. And if you come to Karuzika, the palace, you find that royal throne where he is seated. Next. That is the royal palace. And
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Obusinge kitu kya mani muli moto obuzo obusinge obusinge obumutima ni businge nasenjeso olaba nakonzo obusinge omumutima oyina kola kintu kimu tokola bintu oyina kya maiso ekyokulolwaho omusajja galukira kererirwe nomukabuzo gamuhairo bayirenga ngowala kugambira oyebebe ngwagenda kwikomboka wamanire jala kugamba leka kwemara mu businge n'ebikaguzo ebyotatunge ansa obwagalo kaitumbi wulire atale munju mukaguze kiro kebaire kitya ojja kulola naswalaswala eyo kiboko yamani okuyera otomuwura nataga baituka omuntu wena omutima atandika kwekebera olaba nogonza obusinge ebintu biroleka tanakuli koze nenya abasajja omukazi leka kumufuula mwiru olaba wamugulira yakasimwa ino omugala gwokuteera nokwata okwenamanya bipingire nowateire nowateerire leka kwemala mu businge ng'omukazi abana abanywani mugulire eyataimu mukambe bazana mama wawe nasosala olamuke mugulusola yeyota olakola ekyo kamuleka nti ng'okumwesiga ajja kukitumira tabigasire
tujja kusaba abantu mugaruke mwikaale
Actually, these are the leaders. These are the cultural leaders.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a special announcement. Someone lost a credit card. Julius Busobozi. You lost a card. It's an HCOMO.
Who?
Julius Busobozi. You lost a
Julius
card.
Busobozi. Please sit down. You're going to receive a cake anytime tea. You're receiving a cake on your table. And then the next table that won was table 10. Well done. Congratulations. Okay. So we're going to receive a cake, but we're going to dance a makondere.
Before makondere, haro
Yeah.
was setting it. Tugenda maiso na makondere then.
Yeah, we're going. Makondere dance, please. Yes. Yes. Okay, muévale muna makondere dance. Muévale muno. Kapienda maise tutakale na sala ndagire. Sala ndagire tutakase.